Hello, beautiful, gorgeous being. What's up? My name is Jeanette, also known as Ms.FitVegan. Here's what I'm eating this week. Lots of chocolate persimmons, lots of black sapote. Okay, what you know about that? I got some cherimoya for you, Sherry. Got some cherimoya for you, Sherry Boo. Somebody gave me that. I don't really like cherimoya. But I also got rambutan. Lots of yummy stuff here. And we're going to be joined today by a brand new guest. So before I start, I just want you guys to know that I have a private community. If you'd like to ask me anything, if you'd like to work out with me Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and soon we'll be working out every day, Monday through Friday. If you'd like to join me every single Monday, I have a private Facebook group, a private Zoom that I do every single Monday. And this Monday I have a special guest. So if you're interested in that, click the link in my bio or go to misfitmondays.com. I'll leave the link below. All right, so guess what? We got a new boo today. Happy Renie, happy raw Renie. And she has been raw vegan since 2007. Okay, boo. Okay, I see you. Let's get her in here because I need to learn. People doing what you trying to do. Mm. What's up, Hood? Rich, Dinero. What's up? Oh, hi.
Hi, Janet.
Oh my
So nice to
gosh.
meet you.
What is your name?
Renie. Her
Oh,
full
duh.
name is Renata.
Renata. Okay.
Renata.
I couldn't say it as cool, as cute as you. But yes, okay, so let's get into it. I'm excited. Thank you very much for agreeing to come on with me. And yeah, tell me your story. First of all, why did you go raw in 2007?
I was um, dieting for a long time, and my last diet before I went raw was Atkins diet.
Oh my God.
The most unhealthiest way I could imagine. And not only I did low carb, I also decided to go low fat. So
Mm.
I was just eating cottage cheese, mostly with sweetener, a lot of sweetener, artificial sweetener. And I don't know how I got brainwashed that it's okay, that it's healthy by these website, but by the Atkins website. And yeah, and I think the only real food that I was eating was cabbage, lots of cabbage back then.
Oh my
And it was
gosh.
crazy. I can't believe I stayed with it for a whole year and I ended up feeling so sick. I did get thinner, but so sick. I had aches in my back, kidneys, of course, and I had heart palpitations. My lungs were like so messed up with infections, like different infections. Phew. Um, Liver inflammation. So I just felt pain, and I was only 29. I went to alternative practitioner, health practitioner, and they measured on the computer. There's this bioresonance technology, and they said that my liver is so inflamed, and my kidneys and other things that I look like almost like 50-year-old, my body inside. So that was wow. But on top of all that, I my doctor told me that I have incurable infection. Yeah, yeah. So
Of what?
um,
Of your kidneys?
it was in my lungs, as much as I could understand. Also in my private parts,
Mm.
chlamydia. It's
Wow, incurable, he
yeah.
said, huh?
Yeah, well, it is because it's something in between virus and bacteria. It's very, very sneaky, and usually it stays with the person for their whole life. Um,
Mm.
yeah, and in my case, it started bothering me a lot, and Uh, so they prescribed antibiotic, said that you need to take it, and I went home, and I never took antibiotic before that somehow. Didn't need, and we actually never really went to doctor too often. Like when I was little, they were taking me, but back then they didn't give antibiotics, or at least I don't know that they did. And later I just wasn't going to doctors. But after this experience with 1 year being on Atkins diet, yeah. So
how did you discover the raw food diet?
yeah, that's how I discovered it. I went online to look for is it safe to take this antibiotic? Will I be okay? Will it help me? And I found tons and tons of forums and some websites saying that this first antibiotic will never help usually. They will give you second one, stronger one, and stronger one, and it's like a downward spiral. Then you will have all these symptoms from the antibiotics, and of course you mess up your digestion with that, and it's like, wow, I'm not ready for that. I'm only 29. I don't want to, end up like an old person taking all this medicine all the time. So I looked for alternative, started searching for alternative, how I can heal that, or at least manage the symptoms, because I thought that you can't even heal it completely. So I found John Kohler's site, livingfoods.com.
Yes.
And that really, that I'm so grateful that I started from there, because it's very balanced. John's approach is very balanced. It's not too extreme, too many like cleanses or something extreme. It's just like simple fruits and veggies and rounded. So
well, now he recommends a lot. You mean back then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because now I feel, and correct me if I'm wrong, I haven't watched his stuff, but I feel like he recommends all types of like hard to get foods and supplements and things like that. Am I right? Or
it's just a few years ago that he started.
Yeah.
Maybe 5-6 years ago. Before that, he was all raw foodie, and
right.
Maybe just he was like eating natto, and he was trying to offer us when we visited. But he was mostly raw, and now he started changing. But that's his life. I'm forever grateful that he.
Yes. So now,
yeah.
So thank you, John, for saving lives, changing lives, saving them. And so now I'm curious. You have eaten 100% raw since 2007?
2007, I went as much raw as I possibly could, according to my knowledge, and I stayed very high raw. I never really had a full cooked meal after that, except in the very end. So the first 3 years I was in Estonia, still where I was born, and
where is this?
Estonia.
Where
pretty
is that?
Place. It's under Finland. You know Finland?
Oh, yeah, I do.
It's pretty chilly. Yeah, I was eating mostly raw. I would, from time to time, I would try something cooked from my parents' fridge. And then after 3 years like this, I started reading that, it's not so important to eat. There was always all these noisy voices, like all these articles, all these books, all these videos talking about like for raw or against raw. And I was thinking, let me try. How do I feel? Like I wanted to take a decision. Do I really want to be raw? And I always wanted to start being 100% raw, but I was always having doubts. And I thought, if I will go and start eating more cooked food, healthy, like whole food, vegan, and I started eating all this buckwheat, basically just buckwheat. I added buckwheat porridge, and I ate like this for a couple of weeks, and somehow I was too busy to kind of feel how I feel. You know, sometimes you're so busy, you're not thinking about it. And then after 2 weeks, all of a sudden I'm like, uh-oh, I don't feel myself. I don't feel so good. I felt so heavy.
Yeah.
And I gained weight, although I shouldn't on a low fat. Uh, but I did. I don't know why. But
Well, let's just clarify that you can definitely gain weight on a raw food diet. I have before, you know?
oh yeah, on a
Yeah.
raw food diet, that was like I started eating some cooked food.
Mm.
Mm.
But like, I just want everyone to know you can gain weight eating cooked, but you can also gain weight eating
And
raw. You
yeah,
know, I've done it too. Like, you can't just eat, you know, everything all the time, morning till night, you know, not exercise. You know, to me, I can easily gain weight, but I just wanted to clarify. But okay, so you
yeah,
started eating cooked and you noticed you didn't feel great. Okay.
yeah. I didn't feel great. That's the main thing, and I gained some weight. So I'm like, no. The main thing was how I felt, and I realized that okay, yeah, I know that I feel best on raw, and no matter what other people say, you know, I just want to eat raw. So I decided to go 100% raw. I also decided to break up with a person who I was together back then. We were trying to be together, and I was like, no, I want to go 100% raw, and I want to find partner who is also raw vegan. And if I don't find, I will just be by myself.
Wow.
I don't know, it's crazy like that. And that was the time when the Secret movie was getting super popular, and I watched it a few times, and I started practicing, visualizing, imagining that I'm with that person. And within 1 week, I found Jesse Bogdanovich on Facebook. That was crazy. So, and I came to his retreat in Croatia, and I'm still here 11 years later.
You're still in his retreat.
Yeah. For a
Oh my
lifetime. And
gosh.
when we have little daughter, 2 years old.
Whoa. That's incredible. Wait, who is this? I don't know him. What's his name?
Jesse Bogdanovich, he's one of the raw vegan pioneers. He was raw 26, I think, years already.
Oh, I'll have to
Um,
interview him. I would love to interview. Oh
definitely,
my
yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're
So,
fully, as soon as I came, fully raw, and I just decided even before I came that I'll be fully raw. And of course, with him, just being a raw vegan household is like so easy. We don't even have a stove or anything like that. So we're all raw.
you're living the dream for a lot of people. Whoa. It's possible, guys. The totality of possibilities exist, but she had to get out there. She had to, like, you know, she wasn't going to meet him in her living room. She had to go to the retreat. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Wow. You know, I never thought about like manifesting a raw vegan partner because I just honestly, I didn't I didn't really think it was possible, so I never even thought of it. Like, it's just not a thought to me because I don't
Yeah.
know, it doesn't seem possible, but you did it. Ah,
Oh yeah, there are
wow.
many wonderful raw vegan out there.
Wow.
Many.
Okay, well, send them our way and send them over here. Send them
Okay,
our way.
sure.
Okay, so now my question, okay, so my question to you is, so you live in a raw vegan household. Wow, that is a blessing. So do you ever get tempted by junk food or fast food or like any type of junk, like any type of crappy food?
No.
No.
When I walk by some houses, they're making some kind of Mediterranean food there here in Croatia, and it's like, ugh. Well, maybe if it was vegan, but I don't know. It's just the, I guess when it's for so many years, it just fades away, totally fades away. Yeah. So first 3 years, I was like, yeah, eating a little bit, and it was like a little bit of a pain, you know, like um always like, yeah, I kind of want to try something, you know.
Yes.
But after I went 100%, maybe in a few months, I just like, poof, that's it. It's kind of cleared out of the system, I guess. And I just didn't have in my mind that possibility anymore, that, I just kind of like, that's it. I
And
took
over the
a decision.
years, so it's been almost 17 years, right?
16, 16
Yeah.
years. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So now, this is amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And now, so what are some things that you know now that you wish you knew 16 years ago about the raw food diet?
Well, how to find that balance, I guess. Okay, so it was quite a roller coaster for me in some ways, to find my balance in raw food. So I was 100% raw already, and throughout all these years, and at the same time, that how to eat exactly, that was a little bit up and down, because when I came to Croatia, I got introduced to these raw vegan cheeses and things like
Uh-oh.
that.
And the raw vegan junk food. Yeah.
Not really. I don't. Well, it depends on what you call, like, it's just cheese, like more like a yogurt, but high
Mm-hmm.
fat stuff. High fat stuff. Yeah.
Mm.
And before that, I wasn't eating that. I wasn't eating so much fat. Um, and I started gaining weight, like a lot of weight. And I realized, okay, I need to be like, I want to be low fat, like freely. And then I jumped into that, and then I stopped eating all fat. I went like
Mm.
another extreme. So I threw myself out of balance. And then on the top of that,
Yeah.
I started eating a lot of dates without soaking them. I knew that I need to soak, but I was like, oh, in a rush. So I was eating lots of dates, and then I started getting teeth issues.
Very common.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ronnie's here, me, like so many people. I think that's the number one regret that I have, and you as well. Like eating so many dates and getting that sticky stuff on your teeth and just letting it sit there and rot away your enamel, Yeah, for
Yes.
sure.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So I got scared. I got actually really scared, and I started listening to this. There was like a series of classes about from different people. I guess it was Rovi. Like, actually, the lady who organized that webinar, or whatever you call it, summit, like summit for the dental health, right? She was raw vegan, and I think she started going off, actually, and it completely confused me, because she was like my teacher back then, Sarah Warner, and I listened to all that summit, and I got so confused. They all say that fruit is bad for you, that you shouldn't eat, that the blood sugar goes too high, and then your teeth don't get the nutrients, because the dental fluid is not going there, and things like that. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna try no fruit to try to heal my teeth. And I tried no fruit at all for a whole year.
What?
Yes.
Oh, wow. What did you eat? Just like fats and greens?
Fats and greens, yeah, salads, lots of nuts and seeds.
Okay, what happened?
Well, um, I was okay, but I started getting lower and lower energy. I started
Mm,
getting into cacao more and more, listening to David Wolf. Hi, David.
yes. He's not watching. He's not watching this. Okay,
Just,
wow.
just in my spirit, I'm like, yes, David, David Wolf, he got Jesse into raw food, right? So we're
Yes, me
forever
too. Me
grateful
too.
for
Yeah.
him, and I do, like, he's people can say a lot of things. So I just wanna, I believe that everyone is a good soul, good spirit. So I send
Yes.
love to everyone, and especially for someone who helped. And at the same time, I know that I just like, I have my opinion. He has his opinion. That's
Oh,
okay.
yeah, David Wolf for sure changed my life. I wouldn't be here. So Sherry is going to help me get an interview with him, my friend Sherry, our mutual friend. I hope because I want to thank him, right? Like
Yeah,
I just want to say thank you because without him I'd probably be dead. I don't know where I'd be, and you too, and we would just not know anything about this lifestyle. Whether he lives it still or not doesn't really matter. But I just feel like he's not watching. But hey, maybe he is. Hi, David. I want to interview you.
yeah,
Okay, so now,
we're
so
grateful.
after, yes, so after the year of eating no fruit, what did you eat avocados?
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you eat like tomatoes?
Yeah, the yeah, tomatoes. Yeah, so this is technically fruit, but non-sweet fruit. So I wasn't eating any sweet fruit. I wasn't even eating like grapefruit or anything like that.
Wow.
And after
Okay.
1 year, my first fruit, I thought like something that is not too sweet, grapefruit, I decided to try. And right here in this room, I was like, okay, cut it, took a bite, and I started crying. It
Yeah.
was so good. And I'm like, what did I do for a whole year torturing myself? It's like my body came back alive. And I knew
Mm.
that, it's like, okay, my body knows. My body knows
Mm.
what's the truth, that the
Yeah.
fruit-based lifestyle, it's just we need to take care about it. I'm still eating dates, but I'm soaking them and I'm blending them with like blueberries or some other berries or something, making
Yeah.
a jam. And then it's safe. You eat it like put it on the top of your smoothie bowl.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I definitely wouldn't have the willpower to do that. I have to say. The only reason I can stay raw, I couldn't even experiment to do that because the only reason I can stay raw is to eat fruit because it satisfies my sweet tooth and my like need for food like just like lettuce and stuff doesn't do that. And nuts, it's just so heavy. But
Oh
that
yeah.
is an amazing experiment that you did. Wow.
Yeah, it was heavy. It was low energy, and I started getting into cacao, which was
Mm.
so tiring. I felt my adrenals started wearing out, and I just like at some point I was, oh, where am I? What I'm doing? Wake up, Renie! And I just went
Mm.
for 30 days, no fat. Yeah, and
S-
I felt so much energy.
So now tell me now, how do you eat now? Like what did you have yesterday?
Every day pretty much having smoothie in the morning. Sometimes I make smoothie bowl if I'm in a rush. I'm just green smoothie and maybe some bananas. Basically fruit for breakfast and lunch, and for dinner a huge salad with a dressing for sure. Like not just salad, always dressing is like a heart of it.
Yes.
With some root veggies, with some juicy veggies like tomatoes, bell peppers, and a little bit of nuts and seeds. Now I'm more consistent with being low fat, but still eating fats, eating healthy fats. So I'm trying to keep it to about 10%, 15%, something like that. Um, and a lot of good stuff like seaweed and mushrooms and sprouts and microgreens.
Yeah.
All that makes
Yes.
it really satisfying.
Amazing. And now, yeah, same as me. That's how I eat, and I feel really satisfied. And now tell us, you have a baby girl, I think.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah. So now how old is she?
uh, 2 years and 3 months.
And are you comfortable talking about her and her diet?
um, yeah, I could.
You don't have to. You don't have to. I'm just curious.
Yeah,
So you were raw during the
sure, sure.
pregnancy,
Yes,
and is she raw as well?
yes.
Wow. And
She's
how is
still
that
nursing.
going?
Great. Yeah, she's very healthy. Um, she caught like one time she caught some kind of virus, and a couple of times she got some sniffles, you know, and that's it for in 2 years. And I see all the neighbor kids all the time they have something.
Oh yeah.
So
Kids are
it's
getting sick like every other week now. Oh yeah. Really.
yeah. So for me, it's amazing. And she's growing well. She's very active and loves to dance and sing and paint and just
Oh.
laughing
Can we
all the time. Very
can I
happy.
ask like what does she eat?
Yeah, yeah. Well, basically what we eat, just more blended stuff. Although we do have her chew on carrots and carob also. We have carob growing, here with beans on the
Wow.
trees. And that whole carob pod, she's chewing on that. She loves that. So her teeth, for her teeth to be healthy. And yeah, she loves fruit. She loves like pomegranates is one of her favorite, like loves that. Even microgreens, and I have videos where I'm chopping some microgreens and she just
Oh my
just eats
God.
them like this. It's so cute. She loves that. She loves very
Wow.
interesting things like mushrooms, dried mushrooms, not fresh. We don't eat fresh. We usually either marinate or dehydrate because fresh they have like a kind of strong flavor to them. Yeah, but the dehydrated, she loves to just munch on them and yeah, different fruits. Um, And veggies, yeah, she loves veggies too. I'm making like we blend dressing, and then she gets cucumbers, like either noodles or like chopped cucumber, and a lot of the dressing, and she eats that. She loves avocado.
My gosh. She must be like the cutest baby ever. Ever. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now I'm wondering, well, so what are some of, in your opinion, of the raw foods that are popular in the raw food diet that you don't think are healthy? So you said cacao. Are there any other foods that a lot of raw vegans eat that you don't consider a healthy choice?
Yeah, before that, I want to mention that if you have a baby and you're thinking about having a baby eating only raw food, you really, really need to study the nutrition. You need to work with somebody because it's a serious business. I mean, to get everything that baby needs and that mother needs, if you're nursing, I'm still nursing, and I think that's also that helps a lot.
Mm.
Um, it's not a joke to raise a raw baby because it needs to be variety, it needs to be all these different things to make sure that they get everything.
Where did you study? Like where could you, what resource
Uh,
do you recommend for people?
yeah, um, Rick and Karen Dina, Raw
Mm.
Food Nutrition. We studied with their course. Yeah, very good
Okay,
course.
yes, very nice. Very nice. Okay, and so does anybody have any questions for a 16-year raw vegan? Leave them below. I'll ask her. Um, and so what
Uh,
are
yeah, unhealthy foods.
yeah,
Yeah, on the raw. Well, one what we mentioned already is eating dried fruit.
yes.
Sticky dried fruit can mess up your teeth. And cacao, yes, it has a lot of good stuff in there, and at the same time, it's just the theobromine. It is a stimulant. It is, although they say that it's different and all that, and it is a stimulant, and it wears you out, and
Absolutely.
it's just keeps you up at night, and it's just not healthy because your body just runs um, like runs itself dry.
Yeah, I think
um,
that cacao is like the coffee of the raw food diet. It's
yes,
just
definitely.
like very stimulating, lots
Definitely.
of caffeine and keeps you up
Yeah.
and increases your heart rate and your nerves. And it's really bad for people with anxiety. So many issues with it. But, if somebody's selling it, then they're going to sell you the benefits. And that's important to note because I just want to say real quick for the newbies out there are benefits to everything on earth. You know, there's niacin, vitamin B3 in nicotine. Like, there's antioxidants in nicotine. Like, are we going to smoke cigarettes because of those benefits? Like, that's insane. So, yes, there are some benefits to cacao. There are some minerals, there are some antioxidants, but like, that's not outweighing the negative side effects. So, be careful with the cacao, guys. And Jeremy has a question, real quick. What do you think about cold pressed flaxseed oil? Is that part of your raw food diet?
No, I don't think it's necessary. We eat flax. We love to make flax crackers with lots of veggies in there. So yeah, flax, of course, flax and chia is almost every day we're eating those. Very
Wow.
important omega-3. Yeah, but not oil.
Do you think do you think like it should be mandatory for a raw vegan to have flax seeds?
If you have lots and lots of tropical fruits that you can enjoy, and
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
beautiful. Yeah, persimmons. Yeah,
Okay, where's my
I don't know if persimmons have, but yeah, the tropical fruits. Yeah, they would have mango and things like that. Also, vegetables have omega-3. Like cauliflower has a lot of omega-3, relatively lots. And at the same time, what matters the most is that balance. So if you eat a lot of omega-6 from nuts and seeds and avocados, then you will need a little bit more of the flax.
But don't greens have omega-3s as well?
I'm not so much. I think they're omega-9. To be honest, I don't. It's so rare in my diet, so I didn't. I think I looked it up one time. I think it was omega-9. Not sure.
Okay, because I always heard that they do, so your omega-3s can come from greens because
Greens.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, greens? Did you say
I
durian?
said greens. Oh, greens.
Greens have a lot of omega-3. That's right.
She's got the D on the brain. Durian. Oh my gosh. I'm sure you're a fan, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh.
Very rare.
Okay, yeah. So I said greens.
Okay. Well, I guess, it's kind of late here.
Oh
Usually I'm
yes.
sleepy.
So are there omega-3s in greens too?
Yes,
Oh
yes.
yes. Okay. So you can do it in your greens or tropical fruit or flax or chia. Right.
Yeah,
Okay. And
yeah.
are there any other unhealthy thank you by the way for being up late with us. What time is it there?
It's
Oh,
8:39, but
wow.
I love to go to bed early at 8.
Yes.
It's
Wow. Thank you so much.
okay. I'm
We just have
excited. So,
we just have a few more minutes. And by the way, if you guys want to connect with my friend Renie, I'll leave all of her information below. You can click on it, follow her on Instagram because this will be on YouTube. We'll follow her on Instagram. And do you have a YouTube?
yes, happy Renie.
Oh, perfect. I'll leave the link
Yeah.
below. And yeah, if you guys have any more questions, leave them below. I'll ask her. We just have a few more minutes. And yeah, so we there's no other things, right, that you recommend that people stay away from in the raw food diet?
Well, I would say harsh cleanses. Like if people go for too long with no
Mm,
fat at all,
mm,
no. I mean, it
yeah,
might work if you just get enough somehow from other.
yeah.
Uh, it's just we saw a lot of people who come to us who've been hurt by going like too much juicing for too long and
Can you talk about
just
that for a
generally.
second? That's really good. So, can you tell us an example? You don't have to name names, obviously, but can you tell us like an example of a case that you've seen?
Yeah, they're basically losing a lot of weight, very dry skin. They get problems with digestion, especially. They find it very hard to digest greens, especially if they don't eat greens, they just eat only fruit or only fruit juices. And even if they eat something, they eat fruit. If they don't eat greens, they don't eat fat, they don't eat any nuts and seeds or greens, vegetables, anything like that, digestion gets very weak, and person is very irritable, usually, and they feel stuck because they can't start eating. They think that when they think that they have to like right away eat a lot of veggies. So they try to eat veggies, they make a whole big salad. And what they actually need to do is to introduce it very, very gently, like a little baby, little by little, just a tiny little bit of greens, a tiny little bit, and then they can rebuild their microbiome and rebuild their digestion.
Yeah, this is good information. We have somebody watching that's a fruitarian. She doesn't eat any greens. And I think that is probably not the best way to go. I mean, there are people out there like Ann Osborne who has her own farm and, she's picking the fruit, eating the fruit right from the tree with the soil on it because it's really high quality organic soil. That could probably work if you don't want to eat greens, right? You agree? Yeah.
Probably.
But in our society, if you're living in a city, if you're buying supermarket food, you probably want to have some greens because of the minerals that are in there that are not found in fruit. You don't have to stress about it, but have something green every day.
Yeah.
Oh, you do eat greens. Okay, sorry. I thought she didn't eat greens. I thought she just ate fruit.
Yeah,
I don't know.
fruitarians, when
Tessa,
they say
clarify.
fruitarians, it's
Yeah.
often, they often eat most people. I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
Yeah, me too. And so, yeah, what's the longest juice fast you've ever seen somebody do, like that has come to your retreat?
Well, they're coming, these kind of people were coming to our program, and I'm not sure how many days, like exactly, well, several months, I would say I heard like 6 months or something like that. But people just really get hurt when, and sometimes people just don't eat enough on a raw food diet, and get hurt. They just turn too thin, too irritable, and also digestion goes weak because they're not eating enough. And the thing is that microbiome, the more variety we eat, the healthier we will be.
Yeah.
It's in theory, it's like, yeah, it's so romantic that we eat only fruit, but I don't want to be like totally against it. I'm just seeing what I see, that the most people who thrive on raw vegan lifestyle, they eat a variety, all the different
Yes.
things, and mushrooms and spices and sprouts and microgreens, all the good stuff.
Okay, so Tessa clarified. She eats fruit and vegetables, no nuts and seeds. How do you feel about that? Do you think people need to eat nuts and seeds on a raw food diet?
Probably they probably can get by without, if they have really good quality fruit, tropical fruit, wide variety. But I'm just like, why not? Why not eating seeds? Maybe they might think like, oh, the seed is like a little baby of the plant or something. I don't know. Maybe some spiritual reasons. I don't see the other. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
For
Well,
health, I don't think you need to avoid. You just need
okay. Yeah.
to balance and keep it to a small amount. 4 tablespoons a day is like a simple rule of thumb that I recommend to everyone.
Okay.
If you eat around 2,000 calories or something like that.
Yes. And Jonas is in the comments trying to scare us about the almonds.
Oh,
Oh,
Jonas,
Lord.
yeah.
He's trying to scare us. He said, peel your almonds. There's malic acid on the. It's been a long time since I had almonds, by the way. Like years.
Yeah.
I can't even tell you. Okay, so now last question. Thank you so much, Sherry. So Sherry says you both help women who eat for emotional reasons. Any advice? Yes. Can you please give us some advice on how to break free from a food addiction? Did you have one, and how did you break free?
Absolutely. Yeah. Huge cravings, and especially emotional eating. And two things I would say that I realized is one, that we need to be nourished, hydrated, yeah, hydrated. Cheers.
Cheers.
We need to be hydrated, we need to be nourished, we need to have enough carbohydrates in our system. Not too much, you don't have to stuff yourself with carbohydrates. You can, even gain weight if you really try hard on carbohydrates. And yeah, all the nutrients and vitamins that you need, because your body might be looking for that in those junk foods, especially minerals. And another thing is emotions. One thing that I realized, that for the longest time I was eating emotionally because I was suppressing my desire to help people.
Mm.
Yeah. And when I started helping people with raw vegan lifestyle, with emotions, with fat burn, then now I'm like all fired up. Every day I can't wait to get up and do more research, learn how to be a better coach, learn how all these emotional techniques, and how to help more people, and connect with my group, and help them, do these one-on-ones. It's so exciting to see people transform in front of your eyes. So this is, yeah, I would say emotionally you need to just look deep into your, like, these desires that you probably suppress with these heavy foods. And it might be a really beautiful desire, like help others, like live your dream life, like go dance and exercise, go for a walk, and just be fully alive and live your dream. Yeah. So if
Such
you
good
have something
advice.
like that, you're suppressing it. That might be one of the biggest reasons, or maybe you're suppressing some kind of fear. So you need to look into that deeply, and that's my huge passion. This is the biggest thing that I'm focusing on, the emotions, and helping people to uncover them and release them.
I love that because it's so important and it's very rare in the raw food world because everyone's focusing on the recipes and the juice cleansing, and you're focusing on the real shit, the deep,
Yeah,
the deep stuff that really matters, because you can do all the cleansing, you can get all the books and the recipes, but like if you don't deal with the inside, you're gonna go back to eating crap eventually, because it's just, I love that, and thank you for doing that. And I wanted to say that I so agree with what you said, because before I started doing this, living my purpose and helping people and connecting to people like you, like-minded people, I was very emotionally attached to food. It was fulfilling me instead of my purpose fulfilling me. I was trying to be fulfilled by filling myself with food, and it didn't work. And this fulfills me so much more. And so I want
beautiful.
to You're amazing. You are
You
amazing.
too. You're
You're
such an
changing the world.
inspiration.
Thank you.
You too, in a big way.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
really loved meeting you. You have a lot of knowledge, and I hope everyone go follow Renie. She's amazing. She posts amazing, beautiful content, and reach out to her if you need any help with breaking your food addiction, or want to go on her retreat, right?
Yeah,
When is
well,
your next one?
um, we are actually organizing this online free 7-day, like, craving busting, fat burning adventure.
Wow.
So everyone is welcome to come. You can come subscribe on, the link is in my bio.
Amazing. Okay, do me a favor. Can you send me that link? I want to put it on YouTube.
Okay,
Oh, that would be
okay.
perfect. Yes, send me the link. I'll put it on YouTube. So it'll be below, guys, in the comments and the description. And you're amazing. And I thank you so, so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. If anybody's interested, join me on YouTube in 10 minutes. I'm going to be interviewing Lauren Lockman. So
Wow.
that's exciting. And first Renie, then Lauren, then who else? David Wolf next. We'll see. We'll see. Thank you so much for this beautiful time, and
Thank you
have a
so
beautiful night. Thanks for staying up late.
much.
You're beautiful and amazing.
Thank you.
And I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye, Renie. Bye,
Bye,
guys.
Janet.